Happy Valentine's Day. Papa Liliak here. I'm super excited. We got back home from tour, and it was a very successful tour, going on the road with John 5 and Liliak headlining. It was phenomenal. And thank you for the fans for buying your meet and greets, your tickets and merch, supporting Liliak. That's the way we do it. Why would I want to make a video on Valentine's Day instead of just spending with my wife and my family? I just had a few things that I want to get off my chest because I think it's very important for people to know from our side of the story about a few things. And I see circulating comments again. You guys are saying, "Don't listen to the haters." I got it. I have a thick skin. God knows. Now, remember, kids, they're my kids, and they're sensitive, especially the girls. And when people are writing all kind of bad comments and tearing kids apart, it's disgusting, to be honest with you. It's disgusting. People are disgusting what I see they write about my kids, and especially about the girls. It's just disgusting. Calling, I don't even want to mention it here, but that's probably what he wonders why Abigail, my daughter, my oldest daughter, is not on social media anymore. She probably had enough and fed up with all these crazy, disgusting people. And to be honest with you, of course, the show must go on no matter what. Liliak has to be strong because we created something great. But sometimes people being so mean and disgusting online, and lately there's a lot of hate towards Liliak. Trust me, we know what we signed up for. And it comes with it. We know that. And I've even seen when how they talk about Lars Ulrich, that is the worst drummer alive and blah blah blah. Do you think Lars Ulrich cares? No. He's keep going with Metallica and is doing phenomenal, and people look up to him. He created that thrash metal drumming parts that he plays with the guitars, and it's phenomenal. But what I'm trying to say, seeing and circulating, doubting Liliak and what they're doing. Are they being clever or are they being stupid, changing their wardrobe and this and that? And why are they changing this and why they're changing that? First of all, when you're on stage, when you're an artist, you're not your everyday kind of a person. You need to bring your artistic side of you. And look at Steven Tyler. How many styles, if you look at pictures of how many styles of wardrobe they had, Aerosmith, it's unbelievable, phenomenal, and beautiful. People writing that why Liliak is wearing different kind of colors, they should be wearing black, and that's it, because they're a van metal band. Now they're not. First of all, there's no rule book. There's no rule book, and if there is, please email it, mail it to me if it's a book written, or if it's digital, you can email it to me at papaliliak@gmail.com. And I'll read the rule book of what metal wardrobe should be or hair length should be. I'll read it. And then I'll decide if I want to follow that rule book. But so far, there's no metal rule book. So because of that, creativity, you gotta let it come through. So for example, Liliak always loved to come up with the concept and theme of what the theme is, actually. So the concept of the theme. So if, for example, last year was the madness, this is what they created. Their wardrobe was the madness wardrobe. We have a name to every wardrobe. When they did the Queen of Hearts, they had the Queen of Hearts wardrobe, which was the Victorian dark black vampire. Now, you see this logo right here? This is for the Rise Up, which they have outfits that matches that. So people need to get, just let Liliak doing their thing. And especially that we're not with the record label, so we can do whatever we want. And when people say, well, it's the management that makes them do this, and management makes them do that. First of all, Liliak, I am their manager, but they're managing themselves because they're independent, meaning They're the one that comes up with all these ideas and all this fashion. And I know Papa Liliak gets blamed for it. Papa Liliak, get rid of that guy because he's the one putting in their heads, change your wardrobe. He's the one that does this, does that, does. Look, I'm a very open guy, and yes, I introduced him to heavy metal. I introduced him to Metallica, to Black Sabbath, Dio, and all this stuff. I introduced him that, but they're growing up and they want to find their own way, and this is how they express themselves. Melody and Sam especially, they love fashion. And to be honest, if you look in the 80s, it was all about fashion. Look at the hairstyles. Look at the wardrobe they wore. I mean, I see even Ozzy Osbourne, even, wearing white and cut his hair buzz haircut back in the day. Look at Metallica. They all got a haircut. Does that mean they can't play metal anymore? And I like how Mark Mohai said in a comment, look, because somebody said, well, he played better when Samuel played better when he had long hair. And he said, look, I didn't know you could play guitar with your hair. I know you can play with your fingers and with your hands. So with that said, it's ridiculous what people are saying, to be honest with you. But I just want to point things out there that it doesn't work the way people want it to work. It doesn't even work sometimes the way I want it to work. You gotta let the kids be themselves. You know what I mean? And for example, like, where's Abby? Where's Abby? Where's Abby? And Liliak already made a statement. Abigail took time off, got married, settled in, trying to figure out what she wants to do. I don't even demand to Abigail to give her, hey, are you in or out? I let her decide. We let her take her time. The door's open. She's coming for the summer tour. We will see what happens. People need to stop with, where's Abby? We already made that statement. Abby already made the statement. She's coming back for the summer tour. And that's that. And when they say, no Abigail, no Liliak, you cannot pin that down on Liliak, who wants to keep going with this and is passionate about it and is working super hard to say no Abigail or there's no Liliak, because everybody's working super hard to achieve their dream. Now, if somebody is taking a step back because they're trying to figure out their lives, you cannot blame the band for something like that. You see what I'm saying? So, my opinion, you need to support Liliak no matter what. You know what I mean? We love Abigail. She's my daughter's kids. We just went on vacation. Everything was on good terms. And when people say, why'd you get rid of your drummer? Nobody got rid of anybody. And God knows the truth. That's what it is at. And we are letting Abigail to decide. And we like that our new drummer, the Liliak's new drummer, Paul, is so flexible and said, look, I'm on standby. When Abigail comes in, I'll stand back when I'm a fill-in and I'm ready to follow the instructions. When she's coming in, I'll stand by. When you guys need me, call me, I'm ready. We like those kind of drummers. Liliak has a phenomenal relationship with Paul. And even Paul's, it's, hurt. It was like, why are people hating me so much? And that's a good question. Why would you hate on a 16-year-old kid that is super talented? To be honest, as a drummer, probably one of the great young drummers I've seen. Drum solo, he can kill it. And not only that, I know, because I recorded those records, and him to play just like the record, that's what I've been looking for. If somebody fills in for Abigail, I want a great drummer that can play to the teeth. Exactly how we made those records. Exactly how Abigail came up with those records. So he works very hard to please the band, to please the fans. And people are hating on this kid. And they call him weirdo and this and that. It's unbelievable that this keyboard warrior and gatekeepers are even hating on kids like that. And I don't want to even mention about how they're hating on Melody or on Sam. They even call Ethan and Justin all kind of names. But regardless of that, and I know you guys going to write comments, well, don't worry about him. I am not worried about it. But you got to think, younger generation, kids get affected. And thank God that my kids don't go on social media to read all these comments because I think they would get hurt inside seeing all this kind of stuff. Then comes up to Papa Liliac. He's a con man. He's a con man. He's begging for money. And look, what about the record labels? Why don't you call them a con man, con people who takes all the money and they screw the band. The band makes absolutely any money. They screw the band. You don't call them con people. You could ask my kids right now. Me myself, the kids are not working for me. I'm working for, we started in 2018 knowing that Liliac is going to blow up. Liliac LLC. And we are all working. I have a salary myself from Liliac LLC for all the work I've done because I used to have a job. I used to make $45 an hour recording artists in LA. And I quit everything just to work full-time for Liliac. And I'm doing so many jobs that I'm not even getting paid for. Driving the bus, managing the band, tour managing, which is separately, then producing, engineering, marketing, promotion, and anything. If the bus breaks down, I get my hands dirty. There was Steve Bonderson. I changed the oil, like he changes the oil. I always check the oil. I'm always coming black. My hands are, I do anything possible to help Liliac. And I never say, well, I should get paid extra because I do this. No, I don't do that stuff. I want Liliac to succeed. To succeed. Now, hire somebody else. You'll see. Well, I had to do this extra work, like call a towing to come and help you out. You got to pay me extra for doing that. Well, you got to pay me extra for doing this, doing that. And all of a sudden, the band doesn't have any more money because this guy's charging all these extra bills, managing the band. I don't do that kind of stuff. And the band knows it. Even the Patreons that I talk to in the Discord, and you should join Patreon. That's the way you can support Liliac. They know the whole story. They know where we stand. They talk to the band, they know how they express themselves. They talk to me, and that's how it works. If you want to support Liliac to become a great band in this society when Taylor Swift and pop music and hip hop is dominating, and if you want a rock band to dominate and start at least to come to a level that is getting popular again, you gotta stop tearing the band apart and support the band and help them succeed and live their dream. First of all, become a Patreon. It could be only $5 a month, but everybody being a $5, I mean, if you want to support more, there's other tiers that you could get other kind of rewards and benefits. But to start with, $5 a month is 16 cents a cup of coffee, 16 cents a day in a month, meaning a cup of coffee a day. That's for the whole month. So that's number one. Number two, always share Liliac's content, because there will be somebody out there that will be like, man, I just discovered this band because you posted it. Buy tickets to see Liliac live. That's the way that the venues would want you back. If you're going to pack the place or sell out, like we did in Winchester, Virginia. They were so happy on the headlining show. How the turnout in South Carolina, they want us back. You see what I'm saying? That's how you do it. Come and see Liliac live. Buy the meet and greets to support. You get to meet the band. It's only $55. You get a free poster autographed by the band. They'll autograph anything you bring at a table. And you get a photo with the band. I mean, you can't ask for more, to be honest with you. You can't ask for more. And we're wanting this year, actually with the meet and greets, you get to see the sound check. So come early enough. Be there at 2 p.m. every day. When it's a headlining show of Liliac, come there, you get to see the sound check. I mean, we are trying to do everything we can to satisfy our fans, to support Liliac. You know what I mean? So with that said, everybody, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for listening to me, this guy with an accent. But I am passionate about music. I'm passionate about Liliac. Every day I work hard, and we all do. Liliac is a hard-working band. I'm telling you the truth. It's not easy to be independent. It's not easy to be independent. But We can do it. And we can prove, even to the record labels and everybody, that you can do it independently. Rock on and rock hard. Peace out.